they're getting old. Can't hardly
How
walk.
old is she, Francis?
16. June to 16, she was 16 years old.
Really? That's a long life for God.
Did James Rowland win or Brian?
I won. I lost pretty bad.
Hey, Donna.
Hey.
102, 104, 106, 115.
All right.
So we shot the temperature today.
Oh, you did?
Would you have anything to do with this score?
What?
The one that's going on the radio.
War Eagle.
I
They're
know,
not
but
doing too
I
good.
wasn't listening. I came out on the porch and
Oh, you did?
Ernie and them was listening.
Janet's caught with a briar on her.
Whoops.
Are you getting in the road?
Yeah.
I need to dry some.
Oh, get.
Did y'all get rained on?
Yeah, right here.
You've surely got a better subject than this.
Where's Mitzi go?
Behind you.
Oh, Jenny, get your bang out of here.
Well, she's looking for a better subject than what she had on this side.
You got much on this side. We enjoyed it.
But you did have fun, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of good holes. We had some bad ones, too. But that's
See that swing?
You been on tour?
No, I'm practicing.
She's going to do like old Daly, and she's going to be a surprise rookie
You
woman
can film
player.
me Monday on the golf course, okay? Just cut it off now.
What other kind of tree do you think of? That's what I thought too.
Choke his toe.
Put your toes back up here. Let's take a look at it. Toadstool toes. Little toes, big toes. And the corrodes.
Corroded toes.
And the corrodes. Sure I need some new shoes. Like an old bang.
What size are those, Dan?
Well, about an 8.
About 8. You get started, at least.
That's what you used to wear before you got some new shoes. Now what do you wear?
Those toes are longer than my fingers.
I got that hook toe on that one.
Get them with the crab.
Already
Get on with the crab hole. I don't need the crab hole.
He got that from his daddy, Lee's the crab. Yes, you are. You can do it.
Let's see your hands.
What?
Look at the toes and the gloves still on. They don't
How
think-
you want to see them?
When they see these movies back in Indiana, they gonna think she come to the
Hey, now
house.
don't you go showing that to the preacher now.
This is- well, they'll think they visited the zoo or the
No.
circus.
What is it? The circus that has all those abnormal things that you go down the fairway.
The fairway.
Logan
the
Martin
bearded-
Circus.
Ernest used to say, what's the door? What's the door?
So this is just our family.
Bring a little lady out here now, boy. She'll sing and she'll dance. I know that song.
What's the rest of it?
That's all I remember. Somebody always took me by the hand and led me off somewhere else.
Practice it and then I'll turn the camera on.
You ain't got it on.
It's on now.
I
I seen the red light.
Yeah, I should have known.
Jet didn't know there was a red light over here.
She goes up and shows this to her friends, so
So
that's going to entice them to want to come down here.
you notice how many have come down with us.
They'll want to stay away.
No.
Let's go catch
Show Harold the strength he has. Ow!
Joe Russell.
I'm wrestling.
Can are you strong?
Like a bear trap.
Like a stone? What is it? Blue crab?
Let these 2 big feet do it.
Dad's toes are stronger than mine. He'll draw blood on you.
He will. He can do it. Come wrestle Randy, Dad.
No, I know better than that.
Ken, you still got yours? Turn it.
Well, we catch them down south.
And that's the way you catch them.
That's a northern big mouth. It's a southern big mouth.
See how much bigger the mouths are down south? That was the biggest fish we had till he caught that one.
No, that kept.
Hold on,
What about Ernie's? Where is his?
Mine died put out there. Mine swallowed both of
He
them.
used it for bait while we were going there.
You ever been down the mouth of a fish? Know how Jonah felt now.
Yeah. Got that fish talking to that camera?
Let's see yours talk, Harold.
My offering. Yeah. Someone big enough to Scott's head, ain't it? Yeah. I'll go get Ernest fish out there.
I ain't going home and get mine, bring you that fish. 3.5 pound on that one.
Yeah.
I think Ernie's fish went through the hole in the net, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on.
You're always looking for a big one. I'm always looking for that big one.
Big one you got? There's a hole, huh?
What?
Somebody right out front of that boathouse right there. Tell you what, I don't know what we brought, we come for a week.
Jimmy, you going home with trash?
Oh, I lay it on there and just run around to the garbage dump.
Gail has it in her pocket, though.
Here, throw it in the truck. We got a whole truckload.
No, that's what you got
Put it
to
in
come
the
for.
garbage truck.
Well, we got to. We got out.
Hey, why What you
I
doing?
know, they're here taking about it, they just ain't gone
Going
yet. Said throw your sack too if you wanted to.
Yeah, they'll throw it away for you. They're going by there before they go home.
Did you want my paper towels?
I promise you that's just electric taking somebody wanted it up. Although it looks like that.
Throw it back in the back.
What you want now?
Oh, big brother. Tell you about the time Mama took him out of church.
Don't tell me about that.
We're cutting up.
Don't tell me about that.
Maybe you better tell it.
It was before my time.
She used him as an example. Because Mom would always tell us that Johnny was talking in church and she told him to be quiet. And he wouldn't be quiet, so she got up to take him out so he wouldn't disturb anymore. And Johnny knew he's in trouble because he said it's too late now.
Oh, it's too late now.
He knew he had been had. You don't remember that, huh?
Don't tell him.
Tell about the time that the three of us went trick or treating. When we was coming back in, Dad met us come out of the field. Tell us about that time. I know you remember that one.
This time I hit
Yeah.
That time, right.
Tell the whole story now. The world
I don't
needs to
remember
know.
all of it. I remember I got the devil scared out of me and I hit him up beside the hill with a rock.
We was all dressed up with our goblin masks on with rocks in our hands. Dad come
Ernest
out.
got a lump of coal upside his head. I mean, I
Yeah.
popped him one right in the head. Right
Dad
there.
came out of that field and said, woo, woo. John said, woo, Mom.
What was she trying to
He
do?
thought
David
instead
Goliath?
of being Elijah, he thought he was David. He thought he slew Goliath. Tell about the time that y'all got to wash Willie's car.
You don't remember that one?
Ken, how do you remember all of them?
I was telling him not to do it.
You tell them not to do it. Was he Harry?
Yeah, we got that soap all over Willie's car that night. Next morning, Willie said, come wash my car. We had to wash it for him. Yeah, I said, Mr. Rick.
Who had to do it?
Me and somebody else, whoever had to do it. Blackmail with them two over there.
If I remember right, it wasn't the next morning.
That night.
He stood there and watched
He
y'all.
stood right there in the dead-come door watching us do it. And when we got through the dark leave, he said, now just get you a bucket of water and some soap and get some
Get that off.
rags and get it off there.
Right.
Was you involved in that one?
I don't remember that.
No, you conveniently forgot.
I wasn't involved in the time the paper sack was put on the front porch and set on fire either.
I don't know nothing about that. Now you let him tell that.
Who did that?
I don't remember who did it.
Harold, did you do that?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't remember that. I remember people doing stuff.
Well, the only one that remembers it, Ken.
I wouldn't do that like that. I didn't do that. Somebody else had to do
But you remember it.
it. Somebody told it. If I told a lie, they told it.
Probably person.
Yeah, about her first.
I don't remember that.
Tell about the time that you chased Harold from our house to Grandma's house with the hose.
I don't remember that either.
Harold remembers that one.
Boy, our Alzheimer's kicking in. I can't remember half this stuff either, John.
I don't think he chased me, did he?
Well, yeah, he chased you.
I don't think so.
Harold chased him.
Harold chased
Yeah,
him.
one way or the other.
Somebody got it backwards.
Just cause I was burning you with nails on off the top of the barn. John come get me, so I picked that hoe up and chased him all the way to Grandma's house almost. You remember that?
Hey,
Boys,
you
I
tell
don't know if I
tales.
want y'all to hear some of this or not now. Y'all might get some ideas.
Tell about the time we was coming back from Marshall Stevenson to I was riding in the basket on that bicycle.
Remember that?
That cow was across the road, wrapped around a tree and rolled.
Like you broke that cow neck here too.
Hit that ground and nothing stopped. My elbows just like landed here on the airplane. I just came right up off that ground. Remember Bill dragging that snake up to the house? He got down there in that, where the milk had that dairy. He had a big old 5-foot long black snake by the tail. He wasn't he deaf and dumb, wasn't he? Couldn't hear, couldn't talk. He had that snake by the tail dragging it up the drive. He knew what it was already. Whatever happened to him?
Who?
Bill Stevens.
He moved to Georgia last night.
Bill, Al, and Marshall. Marshall got killed airplane.
Power. Shit, crazy.
Well, you never did answer my question. What was the biggest time you remember getting in trouble? You were such an angel. You didn't get in trouble.
I was an encourager. I was just
Why don't we start with the baby? Why don't you tell us?
I don't remember being in trouble. Y'all ought,
She never did any wrong.
y'all ought to tell it. I don't remember getting in trouble too bad.
Johnny,
Except when
did
me
you
and
ever?
Carol went-
Somebody else was always taking your whipping. That's what it was.
Except when me and Carol went through the Sugar Road glass, using that bathroom bed for a trampoline on Sunday night. That wasn't too good. Well, y'all wasn't there
Tell what
then.
happened to that class.
Yeah, it's out to this day.
Did you ever holler when you got a spanking, Johnny?
Holler. I didn't holler.
You just screamed, cried. From the
He
way
started-
Lucille tells it.
From what Mama used to tell,
No,
he
I
started hollering
didn't
before
holler.
she started.
Yeah, I know it. That's what I've heard.
The countryside just knew about it.
Yeah. That's
There ain't no lie, so it don't need to deny it.
Harold used to.
But it,
But what? But what? Finish this.
I was trying to think who it was jumping up and down when Mama started whipping.
That's probably Ken. She said you could beat Harold half to death and he wouldn't cry. She'd get feeling bad for whipping him. He said you'd come at y'all with the switch and you'd start hollering before she got to you.
We used to have 2 big old hedge trees out there in the yard. One by the little swimming pool and one out toward the front. And that's where Mom got all her switches from. Well, I'd go out there and cut them all off the tree.
Except for peach tree.
Yeah.
Little peach tree in the back's one I got.
Mama used to always turn. I used to like to play the radio kind of loud.
Amen.
Mama would turn it down. And I'd turn it back up. She'd turn it down. So I caught her one time. She told me she wasn't turning it down. So I took the knobs off. And she went by to turn it down and she reached over and there wasn't no knob there. And so I said, Mama, I caught you, didn't I? Of course, I'd play the radio in the house and I'd be out in the yard cutting grass listening to it.
That's like Randy and Danny do today.
Just think about the tales you boys can tell.
You'll have your own tales to tell one of
Tell
these
old
days.
Harold over there to not beat on baby brother. Then I try to correct Harold. Then Mama would reach up and grab a limb off a peach tree and correct me. But she'd say if there's any correcting to do around here, I do it.
Well, Harold and I used to be there when Mom was working. He'd always tell the ghost stories. He'd stick his head down in between the cushion on the couch and tell me he didn't have no head and he lost his head.
You wouldn't do that.
With a head that big, it'd be hard to lose it.
Telling Von Dude stories.
Was that anything like Bloody Bones?
Yeah.
So,
And Percy just come over and make me and Johnny wrestle all the time. He talking, get us all psyched up, and have us fight before it's over with.
that old Kenny stay out of the Chinaberry tree. He couldn't do it. Fell out of that, broke his arm.
Yeah. Come back like a finger ass, did
Oh, you talking about the worst thing I ever got into, I guess, time I was down in Cobalt. Meal McKnight, pocket knife, chasing chicken across the street. Meal knife. I had this piece of tree stump about so high. The barbed wire running from it, one string, it to the house, tied to the post. We chased that chicken around that house after throwing that knife. There you go. And chicken rounded that corner under that barbed wire. I throwed that knife. Took off after. Forgot about that barbed wire. Throwed me back about 3 clips. Dug out my arm. Still got the scar from it. I'll never forget that chicken. But,
And then you got in trouble when you got home too?
You have chicken and dumplings at night?
no, we never did kill the chicken, but when I dug my arm out there, seeing blood and guts, it was time to go to the hospital. I went to the house. Mama, she didn't get on to me. They loaded me up, asked me what happened. I told her. They loaded me up, carried me over to the hospital, over to Boyd North. They sewed it up. After pouring that old saltine water in there, purified. This ain't gonna hurt, she said.
So we'll do it to you.
He poured that stuff in there and I like to come up off that bench 3 feet.
You have to plant no pecan trees around. That's exactly what you're thinking about.
Hard is.
When you're around this guy, you don't get out and plant pecan trees. Especially you don't look to see how deep the hole is.
If it's got a pick.
Because he'll hit you in the head with a pick.
I got a few of them.
Yeah.
2 stitches all it took, the doggone pig. 15-pound pig hit him in the head. It took 2 stitches. You think you got hard in? It'd have killed me.
You cracked your skull, huh?
You see what I put up with all my life?
Elsie, tell us a tale.
It'd be a tale she told it.
This is real good.
Has he not recounted some of these stories to you?
Not much, no.
There's some things you try to forget.
I'm gonna save this and send it to Peter so he'll get a few ideas of things to do.
He don't need them. He got ideas of his own.
Yeah, hidden videos. Oh, mercy. Well, I thought my boys were bad sometimes to each other. We've seen it every once in a while. And some trouble is it's on Sunday night, and so you don't get to see it much.
Right.
I taped it a time or two, and we watched it that way. It was pretty funny though. Ants and pants. So I saw.
Oh, Bill and Deborah got a possum in their garage one night, and it had crawled up over the door, garage door, up and down door. And it was walking along top of Deborah, knowing her, started screaming, Bill, come here, we got a possum. Bill, come here. Get him out. Bill comes out there and he takes a broom, he tries to brush him out. Then I guess it was Deborah, I guess. I don't know which one. Run back in there and got the video. Come out there and started videoing him with the possum going across the top. they got things like that, send it in there to that funny film. They sent it back to them, told them it wasn't funny enough.
Oh. Well, it probably would have been funny enough if they'd had a tape of Ken and Francis up at the garage apartment. Not garage apartment, but that duplex apartment. The night their visitor came.
Oh.
Wouldn't they, Ken? Would that have been funny enough?
There's a duplex there on 16th Place Southwest. Paper thin walls. Paper.
Middle of the night.
About 3 o'clock in the morning, we heard something coming through the living room. Sounded like somebody. And I'm jumping up, I'm sneaking in there. I'm getting ready to run, what I'm getting ready to do. Let her have it. And all of a sudden, we noticed it was a chipmunk. And Frances thought it was a rat, I guess. And she started screaming, "Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!" It's 3 o'clock in the morning now. Our neighbors are asleep, and the walls look like paper. I mean, she's hollering, "Kill him! Kill him!" And then we run in there. He runs into the kitchen, and he goes in the stove. And I open this drawer, and he runs out through one of the eyes, and he across the top, down through a big opening drawer, just thing. And I chase him. He goes back into the living room, crawls up the curtain, and he hides behind the curtain up there. You know, I'm looking all over for the thing. All of a sudden he jumps off and goes under the couch. I turn the couch over. All the time she's screaming, "Kill him! Kill him! Don't let him get away! Kill him! Kill him!" He got in the garbage can. He jumped out of that. When we opened the front door, he just hopped over to the front door and hopped out on the front porch. And away he goes. And I often wondered what the neighbors next door was thinking. She's hollering, screaming, "Kill him! Kill him!"
And me standing on the sofa.
We had another episode at the Pitts place where our bedroom was, where the living room was, and a big, huge mirror up over a mantel. Well, about 3 o'clock in the morning, that mirror decided to come off that wall. And it hit the mantel, and when it hit the mantel, it broke, and then it went all over the living room. And to this day, I don't know how I got out of that bed and in that living room, but I never took a step that I was. I mean, I just rose, and I was in the living room, right in the middle of all that class. I'd been a bit of bear. I didn't ate me. I don't know what I was going to do.
It's almost as bad as going up in the attic and the snake being up there.
Oh,
You can kill it with a shotgun.
Lee'll have to tell that one. He's the man with the bayonet. And I'm sitting there, standing there, sweating, pouring off me, and he's stabbing at that thing. Hurry up.
What about it, Lee? What's your version of this?
We got it.
Who wanted to shoot it with a shotgun? Shoot a shotgun in the attic?
That was sis.
All I want to do is get rid of it.
Get that snake out of there.
You tell that tale, Lee?
Why don't you tell it, Lee?
I'd rather not.
Tell it like it is.
Down Chelsea.
There's a storyteller over
Y'all
there.
told us about this. Y'all saw it crawling up the chimney.
I'm sitting there watching TV at night, and I heard the across the ceiling. I heard it again, and it just a dragging sound. I said, "Francis, there must be a rat up there big enough to ride." So I got a Q-beam, one of those 250,000 pipes, and I had a extra extension that you plug it together and run it off a battery. So I toted a car battery up there in the attic, set it down, and I had all that thing. Francis up there with me, and I'm walking rafters looking for a rat with that light. And I got out there just about as far as my cord would go. And about that time, I saw this snake coming across at me. I said, "Francis, it's a snake." Now what she did, but she pulled the cord. I'm standing up there straddling rafters in the dark.
Was it coming toward him?
It might as well have been a rattlesnake. I don't know what the thing was at that time. And I'm hollering, "Come back with a light! Come back with a light!"
And she's already in the bedroom. She done went
So-
down the ladder through the house and out.
This is about 10:30 at night. So by the time I get the light back on, there ain't no snake. Well, she tells me I ain't going to bed in this house with no snake in the house. So they call Lee to come over.
Lee's supposed to be going to work at midnight, so they called him and got him out of bed before he got up to go to work.
So we start picking our weapons. Francis wants us to carry a shotgun up there. And Lee brings a bayonet. And I wind up with a sling blade. So we're up there and I'm straddling rafters and Lee's up there with a bayonet. And I'm pulling the insulation back, looking for a snake. And finally I pull back a wad and he's right between my legs. And he starts to run across the rafter and I pin him with the swing blade, just hold him, which ain't easy to do, just push pressure on him. And Lee's up there jabbing at that rascal with that bayonet, and the sweat's pouring off me so I can't hardly stand it. Finally, he got that thing on the end of that bayonet and carried him down in the pool hall. Well, he get down there, he's just hanging off that thing. I tied a string on the end of his tail. All of a sudden, Lee drops that thing off on the floor and he ain't dead yet. Well, everybody's on the pool table now. I mean, everybody's up on the pool table. The snake's running around the garage.
Just walking the snake, wasn't you?
They had that string tied to it.
They're like walking the dog.
Stevenson was stupid.
Oh, baby.
That was a night to remember, though.
Chicken snake or rat snake, I guess.
He figures it crawled up the power tent bush up the fireplace, but he don't know how it got up there unless it did that. But she
The
got,
bush came down
she got
after
the
that.
power tent
Tail
off
going
the
in there.
fireplace, I'll tell you.
Well, if you ever go snake hunting at night, don't let her go with you to carry the light. All I can say, she'll leave you in the dark every time.
Happened again, didn't it?
That's right, with a chicken. I had a banty chicken sitting on a nest, about 10 eggs in it. We had the windows up then in summertime. All of a sudden I heard a roar, roar. What in the world is that? I said, that sounds like that chicken. Something wrong with it. Must be a raccoon or something out there. So we got out there, I was in my pajamas. We had a flashlight. Was it? Yeah, it was flashlight, but she was carrying a flashlight and I was carrying a weapon of some kind. I don't know what it was. Anyway, we got just about out there where we could see the thing. And I said, well, it might be a possum, or it might be a raccoon, or it might be a snake. But when I said snake, it was snake. Here she goes running off again. I had just touched it with a stick. It was choking the chicken to death. Just wrapped around and choking that chicken to death. I touched that snake and he starts unwinding and she runs and I'm in the dark again, me and the snake. And I just know he's going to run right up my britches leg.
In this little pen now.
As soon as that snake hit the floor, he went right up the wall. I mean, just climbed straight up the wall. Now this is a snake. He's about 7 foot long.
No,
I'm
this
telling
ain't
you.
no lie, right?
Because I hung him up and took a picture, and people looked at the picture and said, well, why'd you make this? I said, well, look at that tree right in the middle. That ain't a tree. That's a snake. And they couldn't believe it. They looked at it.
Is that the one you hung on the pecan tree?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I saved my chicken
That time.
that time.
Even so.
So that's right, yes. Dad said when he was a boy, he had a chicken house, and he heard something messing up with his chickens. So he went out there and all he had on was a nightshirt. And it didn't quite cover everything. And he was going out there to see what was wrong with his chickens. When he got out there, it was a big chicken snake in there eating the eggs. And he lumps just all down that snake where he'd already swallowed a bunch of the eggs. Dad said he just jumped on the snake barefooted and started stomping head, eggs, and all. And when he was bent over, though, just before he got there, he was looking in, and all of a sudden, the old hound dog that he had came up and punched his nose right in his rear. Then that cold nose hit him. He like to went out the other end of the chicken house.
I hadn't heard that part. I knew about him stomping on them snakes, but I didn't know about that part.
went out there hunting that time, and then turnips didn't.
Pears.
I know it was turnips.
No, it was
That
pears.
was down in Corolla in the pear orchard about
Hey, you're gonna have to hold up. Have you got another
Was you with us that time?
tape?